is my Stream Decker? Interesting. Okay, let's get this started. So maybe white black knights. Ah, rude. It's okay that we got another one. Okay, well there's our namesake card. Let's see if we can get into it. So I think Multani might be strictly win more, but it's hilarious, so that's why I have it in the deck. But another good thing to be running another good reason to be running Multani is simply because she doesn't normally die to Gates of Wrath. Or no, Gates of Blaze. See if we can pull a land. Rats. So if they don't remove this, I'm going to feel relatively comfortable. Oh Lord. Let's see if they want to pay some life. One, two, three, four, one. So I can steal one thing. I think I swing with Gatebreaker Ram, have them chump block Gatebreaker and steal what's left over. Okay, so let's go. Boop. I want to steal the Phoenix. Boop. Let's try that. I think that was a pretty good line. Okay. Not too big of a deal. Now the question is Multani. Does have trample. Yeah, because that tramples over, so they can't block enough unless they top another Conclave Tribunal. So, for this, that, I don't know if we want Crushing Canopy for the bird, because it just comes back. Mass Manipulation was pretty good that game. Let's see. What do we drop, though? Guess the Angels don't do too much for us. I guess compared to everything else, we don't need 3 mass manipulations. Because I'd rather not reduce our card draw engines, because in a matchup like this, it's definitely important to be able to cycle through our deck and find answers. I guess this is alright. I'd like to find a blue source at some point. So now a Gates Blaze would be a stellar draw. If we don't draw an answer like next turn, I think we're pretty dead. Gates Ablaze or Clarion would do it. Yeah, I think we're dead. guess we are running like 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 sweepers, so it's not a 0% chance. Ah, look at how good at magic we are. Whoosh. Are they protecting the bodyguard with the bodyguard? Why wouldn't they choose the Legion dude? Okay, another hidden. I think now I drop this and passes for 3. Yep. If we find another untapped land, we can steal this, though. We are required to block. That's another untapped source. We are running very well today. I want that. It's mine. Look. Hello, youngling. Oh, okay, cool. So she has vigilance. I should really know my opponent's cards better. Let's get some lands out of our deck. So I think I was pretty wrong. I think mass manipulation is pretty phenomenal in this matchup. Okay, well, they're going to start chipping away with goblins. Deafening Clarion would be a great pickup right now. No, no, not like that. Guild Summit. Let's leave 3 open, so tap, tap. I should have tapped that. Tap. None of those are Deafening Clarion, but we do get Gatebreaker Ram, which is pretty awesome. Because that makes them have to kind of stop swinging into me on the ground. Rude. Well, I mean, next turn I can Circuitous Route and Multani. Is this going to kill me? So let's see. 1, 2. I think I'm dead. So 2, 4, 6, 7. I go to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So do they have like a burn spell in hand? Well, let's Circuitous Route. Maybe we can pull a Crassus. I think it's Crisis or Bust. Oh, cool. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Oop, wrong one. Three. Think they have me dead anyway, though, because that's going to be coming. Well, maybe not. Rude. That's game. Is that game? Yeah. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I can't block enough. So that is 2, 4, 6. Yeah, that's it. Why don't you go watch Daniel Tiger, sweetie? Okay, so definitely maybe this other mass manipulation. Maybe over a Roots? Or Gate Colossus, I think, actually. Being on the play is really going to help us in this matchup, though. I will play first. And it's got some stuff we want. Do we mulligan to a Gates Ablaze? I don't know, because we got... We'll try this. Probably get punished, but we'll see. There's our Gates Ablaze. I'm going to do it this way. That way I can hold up Growth Spiral. Let's just ramp like heck. Our opponent's waiting. Okay, so we're going to take a hit here, but let's hope that they decide to dump out a bunch of other creatures. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. So I can just steal both of these, right? I made these. Thank you. They aren't letting us play with their toys? Let's attack first. Okay. Cheerio. Let's try this. I guess we'll pass. 10-10 with trample and reach is pretty fun. Oh, so close. Would you like to go watch Daniel Tiger? I guess we can do this. Okay, go watch. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hopefully Celtai. That's fine. Well, if you don't mind, I'm gonna do it too. So maybe someone can tell me, is this a standard include and use green black lists or Sultai lists? Because I haven't seen it yet. I haven't played a whole lot of this new season. Whoa. Land where else? Sure. Yep. There we go. Draw some cards. I'm gonna hold off. Yeah, I'm gonna leave myself open to take some more damage, but only have 3, so we wouldn't take care of the walker, but seeing that we now have 2 Gates Ablaze, we can Gates Ablaze this turn, then next turn Circuitous Route, then Gates Ablaze again. We'll let them have the basic mountain. What is this? Ooh, interesting. Interesting. This is definitely an interesting list that the opponent's playing. I think we stick with the plan. Oh no! Oh no, I just clicked through. I'm an idiot. Yup. think we're pretty dead now. Oh, no, 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 no. Sadness. Feels bad, man. Yep, had I played correctly, we could have been wiping their board this turn. Do I do this or the ram? This is bigger, right? This is way bigger. And it survives Gates Ablaze. Opponent had to take a second to read Multani. If only she had Vigilance too. Is that too much to ask? Maybe a little bit? Please don't murder it. I guess a redundant crisis. I guess we should have ditched the angel, but the angel gains us more life in the short term. That's frustrating because we would have got there had I not misclicked. Is Clarion fast enough? I guess it's better than the angels. Let's try that way. Are you teething? I will play first. Now we have Gates Ablaze in hand. 2 Multanis is a little awkward, but we'll see how we draw. This lets us Gates Ablaze turn 2. Yep. They aren't doing anything immediately, so I'm going to hold off on the Gates Ablaze. Then, yeah. They're certainly ramping. Eek, gross. Two in hand. I think I pop this off now. Just save ourselves a little bit of life until I can drop Multani. Because next turn I can drop the Gate Colossus. Then next turn I can drop a Multani. If they answered, I drop another Multani. I just hit him with all of them. Sure. Okay, and then they're going to draw the tube, play the tube. Mm-hmm. They should have probably played this before this. One, two, three, four, five, six. Pardon me, I know I'm being rude. These path of discoveries have proven to be very good for our opponent. Go play, sweetie, or watch your show. I don't know who you are. That's not a Gates ablaze. Hello. Hello. Ah, another choop. Stop it. Our opponent is just going off right now. Jiminy crickets. Gates Place doesn't even do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness, what is this? Are you done? Doop. Doop. I guess I should have let him swing after all that work, but oh my goodness. What was that? Well, let's roll it back again. That was intense though. Not insane, but doable. We keep getting multiple Multanis in hand, which is a little bit awkward. You gotta fish for another land. That's not another land. If this is Gruul Monsters, we're in for a rough one, especially if we're not drawing our lands. Mm-hmm. Land. I think we're dead, but we'll play it out because I think we're in a pretty good place if we resolve a Multani. Oh Lord, they're coming. I guess it's reasonable we only run 27 lands in the deck. Boop. That's how we get out of that. I guess Clarion. Mass Manip? What are the cuts though? Think the Guild Summits come out in favor of the Clarions. Mass Manipulation might actually be a little bit too cute. Try that. Oh, hey guys. Good to see you in here, Mike. I didn't know you were watching. Well, we have 3 lands this time. So that means this is snap keep, right? This isn't the fishbowl. This is Thunderdome. I fucked it. I just fucked up. I should have played the Simic Guild Gate first. That way I'd be able to play the island this turn and Growth Spiral. Do I just light off Gates Blaze now? No, I think I wait for them to have more shit on the field. Yep. In response. Do I Gates Blaze now? Or do I wait for them to drop the other Growth Chamber Guardian? Because unless they drop a land... Well, if they do drop a land... I think I just root and then... I'm gonna play the long game, especially since I'm holding an Angel. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna wait, I think. That way he drops another, because if he makes a land drop, he can drop the Guardian. I guess a 1-drop. Just keep him from attacking into me, you know? Gain some life real quick. See, now hopefully they adapt this, grab another one, and drop that. And then next turn I just can blow them out with Gates Ablaze. Rude. Bah! He's a bad boy. Yeah, we have even more life gain right here. Adapt. Do it. Well. What a dose. Did I not click both of them? Guess I clicked too fast. Oh. I guess I can't talk too much shit because I just got my shit pushed in. I think I like the way I boarded. I don't think I'm going to change anything. The key is to just draw Gates Ablaze every time. Hi, the babies. You want to say hi to Uncle Mike, Uncle Adam?
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi. Hi. Hi, Dana. Hi, Daddy.
I think no. These are amazing, but then we're just relying on decking Gates for like 4 turns.
Hi.
She's singing along to Daniel Tiger right now. This one. Bless you. Bless you. Ooh, sadness. They couldn't make their land drops. Yeah. Yeah, I know the feels. Do you guys want to crack some packs with me? Or do you want to just get back to the games? Got the best rare and the best mythic. To your iffy comments, what iffy comments? Yeah, cards. Do you want to go watch Daniel? I would like to play first. This is decent. I think this is okay, right? Okay. Gates is definitely better in the lower tiers of the rank system just because you play against a lot more, I won't say just aggro, but I don't know, the matchups are better down here. Yes, those wild cards I get to trade in for whatever I want. This is standard Tron, and this is our worm coil. Well, no. What would this compare to in Tron? This is a big ugly. Let's do this. Looks like another Gruul matchup, which is typically kind of rough for us. But as we ramp, if we just get tons and tons of gates, and then gates blaze all their value, I think we're in a good spot. Miss Baby, go watch your show. Can you make me coffee? Thank you. She's not actually making coffee. She has like a little set thing. It would be cool if she could, though. Okay. Ah, thank you, sweetie. Let's do this. Yeah. And these are kind of like, that is an arc bow. I think I have it set up, if you like mouse over the stuff on the screen, it'll show you what the card is. In standard, yeah. Like I'm trying to find a way for that to slot into modern. Maybe elves, because it would just let you draw like infinite cards, ditching like a redundant land or something. I'll be right back. I need to get the baby some water. Oh no, it's a birdie! Actually, yeah, that would be pretty filthy. That way it's essentially another set of Dustwatch Recruiter. Let's see. So they're going to get at least one hit in with the Rekindling Phoenix. But then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I play Circuitous Route, draw more cards. Then I draw Multani. And they can't get past the reach. Yeah. Neoform's pretty good. Yoink, yoink. Draw some cards. Do have to be careful not to mill myself, because that is a thing that happens. Oh, this sounds like bad legacy. No, not even legacy, that's like vintage stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Multani gets bumped for the stuff in the graveyard too, so I think I just dump the lands. 2, 3, 4. A redundant Multani. Because I can cast her from, well, I can return her to my hand with a little bit of effort. So now this next turn I can draw Plaza Harmony, Gate Colossus, and Multani, unless I draw a Gate. Jeez. Modern is now a turn 2 format. Why hang out in standard land now? Proliferate. Opponent has to take a little bit to read Multani. Bing! Never mind me, I'm just an 11/11 with reach and trample. I think it's funny that they didn't try it on Arena at all. I don't know. in these lower ranked tiers, you definitely find a lot of people who are definitely newer to the game. Yeah, because if they swing this into this, I can Gates Blaze, kill the token, kill this. I'm anticipating a combat trick, but I can bring her back from the graveyard, so I don't necessarily care. Okay. Do they have another one? It's fine with me. Oh no, I can't counter it. So idea is first I swing at Domri. Goodbye, Domri. No. I think what I do, Plaza Harmony, tap, tap, Multani, play Multani. And then that way, if they want to swing that into Multani again, I'm fine with that. I didn't see that till it was too late because there's a little bit of a lag. I think my line's good though, because next turn I can Growth Spiral, Gatebreaker, and Gates Ablaze. Because I'm kind of wanting them to go get another Growth Chamber Guardian, that way I can kill 2 Growth Chamber Guardians. True. Well, next turn I can Arcway Angel and Gatebreaker Ram. Or just Gates Blaze and kill everything. True. Draw some cards. Now the Gates of Blaze is a great pickup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I think I wait, only 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think I swing both. Because I'm gonna put them on a clock. Yeah, I agree. Ooh, and Gate Colossus survives that. I'm leaving him out so that way he can adapt him Then he puts another dude into play next turn, and I Gates Ablaze again, and I kill everything. Yeah, this is over. Whoops. Oh, this deck is just maniacal fun. I know, it's another one. Draw more cards. Do I Gates Ablaze first? Yes, I do. Yeah, and then drop my land. That way the Colossus survives. I think Clarion's a good one here. Crushing Canopy is meh, I think, just because the thing survives. Definitely want another Archway Angel. Mass Manipulation's probably a little bit too slow. Maybe cut a Summit and a Root. How do we like that? I think this is good. Yeah, I'm gonna try this. We are up a game. Yeah, I agree. It's a little too slow. I mean, we do get to steal the Phoenixes, which means they can't just recur the Phoenixes, which makes our Gates Ablaze better, but at the same time, now that we have Clarion in the board, we're going to be running 7 pieces of board wipe, which I think is fine. Yeah. I think Multani is really working out. Like, I kind of added it thinking it was win more, kind of just funniness, but I think it actually solves some of the problems this list has, which is it needs to finish the game instead of just draw cards. Oh, it's phenomenal in the Drake matchup. I think I keep this just because I have card draw. Yeah, this is going to let me go pretty deep and find my sweepers. So we'll see. Yeah, that's definitely... Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, spicy. Let's see if we live long enough to cast Archway Angel. Yeah. Oh no. Don't be a dick, opponent. Don't be like that. Our opponent's taking some time. So I'm going to hold on to Guild Summit until I can tap and actually do stuff with it. Yeah, they're taking too much time. In this matchup, they want to be as aggressive and as speedy as possible, and right now they're just not doing that. Again, holding on to Guild Summit until I can really do it. Yeah. See, because I think next turn I circuitous route. Okay, you have a 4/4. That's fine. Yeah, because then they're... Yeah, they did. I think I run this out, gain a little bit of life. Yeah, we don't get to tap as much with Guild Summit, but we're still going to draw 2. It is annoying that you have to manually tap this. I've gotten spoiled. A sideboard hand that doesn't do much because we have a full hand. Is all right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess we'll pitch the forest. Is this Karn's Bastion? Okay. Interesting. This doesn't play well with Squid Billy. Crack, 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 crack. Okay. Do we just run out Krasis here? Gain a little bit of life? Or do we just root? I think 10, 9, 8, 7. They can't kill us next turn. Well, they can. 7. Yeah. Because then we drop Archway Angel and they just can't find. They can't hit us again. We are in trouble if they have another Gruul Spellbreaker. I guess I could have gone Guildgate Plaza. I think we are dead. Okay. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, I should have definitely played that differently. I think we just run it back. I think we had that game. That was just kind of, we took a not so fine line. Oh, I'm sorry. What? Come here, the babies. Being on the play is pretty good, though. Are you getting sleepy? You want to play with my cube? I don't think this does enough. I mean, we get to turn 3 Guild Summit. Yeah, I guess so, because we had... the 2 basic sucks, though. Yeah. I guess we want to draw a few more gates. Maybe a Gates Ablaze would be nice. Yeah. Ram's good. Because we get to summit into Ram. Yeah, especially if they kept another slow hand. That's fine. So let's hope we draw another gate next turn so we get to draw, drop gate, Gatebreaker Ram. Adapt. Adapt. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's not what I wanted for Christmas. How you doing? No blocks, I know what you're up to. Really? No adapt. They must have... Okay. Ugh, gross. I think I grass this for 3. It's a Multani. Opponent's definitely trying to play the long game. Yeah, we do. We need some gates draws specifically because we're drawing our basics. It's a Domri. I'm not too worried about Domri. They're probably going to have this fight this. Oh no, they're playing something. Oh, that works too. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need one more for that. I'm an idiot. I forgot that these were basic lands, so we could have drawn 2 cards. Well, we get to drop Multani next turn, which is gonna help. Actually, no, I think we lead with Angels because, like you said, they can't beat the... Yeah, that's sloppy play. Please put a counter on here. I would love it. Oh, they know better. Yeah, it's looking pretty bad for us. Ouch. Not what I want. This is only a game 3. Oh no. Game 6. And then they have this fight this, and they do 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm dead. Oh, I think I just misplayed a little too hard. Never found our gates ablaze. Eek. Yeah, that's all she wrote. Yeah. All the way back to silver, too. Aww. What'd I get? You got a fart? Okay, let's go. I think the thing is, though, is that those were very winnable games. So... You wanna go watch show? Turn 1, turn 2, maybe turn 3. this is a mono blue matchup, I think we're in a good spot. Maybe we're losing because we don't have card sleeves. Oh, don't be like that. Don't look at a guy's hand. I think they take the ram because they have a hard time dealing with the pressure. You don't feed a guy a sponge, Bobby. Gates plays, so that means that they're holding our favorite flying asshole. Thief of sanity. Just do it. Soon. So they're going to steal something, which is annoying. Yup. They're holding up mana for Vraska's Contempt. I just can't draw cards. Or lands. I mean, I'm gonna stop complaining. We have a 5/5. Good. Then Vraska's Contempt. Looking for Vraska's Contempt. Cast Iron works too. Oh no, they know about our trick. This dodge is cast down at least, so they have to answer this with a whatchamacallit. I want them to stop stealing my stuff. If we don't draw a land next turn, I think it's over. It happens. How do we feel about gate or mass manipulation in this match? I don't like it because they just counter it, right? Try that. You either watch show or you go to sleep. You gotta pick one, baby. We're holding a crushing canopy, which takes care of the annoying thing, and we have more than 2 lands. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, See, because now I'm feeling a blue thought erasure. They take our... No, nothing. Cool, cool, cool. Yep, now they're going to take our Circuitous Route or our Crushing Canopy, and then next turn drop their Thief. Hydroid Graces, okay. This one, why do you like that? I guess we discard Multani because we can get her back. So we can either root or we can crush their disinformation campaign. I think we root. If we draw an untapped land, we can get... Oh, F you, opponent. Why are you like that? Rude, rude, rude. I think we just run this out as a big dumb dummy. Not going to draw us any cards. But this way we can put pressure on Narset. They're going to probably remove this. This is definitely annoying when you're on the other side of the table. Miss Baby, you either need to go to sleep or I'm going to put you down on the floor. That's not an untapped land. I should have done that on their end step. Because now they can remove it from my hand via thought erasure. That was another example of loose play. Yeah, they were tapped out, but this turn they can thought erasure Multaya. Nope. I guess I could let that go through. They were going to take it anyway. Do I run Multaya out? I guess I do if they have a Vraska's Contempt. They have Vraska's Contempt. Ah, this is so annoying. Taking Growth Spiral. Hopefully we're just gonna outvalue the opponent by being able to recur. See, the really annoying thing here is that the opponent's not doing anything. They're just countering everything. I think this is right up your alley though, Mike, huh? Oop, one drop. This card has been really good against us. Yeah. Oop. What removal spell do you have this time? See, I gotta give you this, Mike. At least fairies do something. They're putting bodies on the board as they do stuff. Whereas this, they're just sitting and sitting and sitting and sitting and hoping. I think I just swing 15 at them. I don't know. I wouldn't call fairies the DMV. I think Bluetron is the DMV. So now they're going to put Gate Colossus back in the graveyard, which is whatever. Unless they take it and they cast it. But they have to answer Multani next turn, so. Woohoo! We stuck it out. Yes. Oh, that was annoying. Why did I not board in Cartridge Tyrants? So since they're running Narset, I'm gonna drop 2 Guild Summits. And maybe Banefires? Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's what we have. That's why I think Multani's really good in this list, is because she's an inevitability. They have to exile her. She's pretty decent, I think. Yeah, I should have. Had I put them in and found them, I definitely could. Here's a Duress. No? Spell Pierce? What 1-drops do they think I run? Oh, Opt. Hey, okay. Draw your card. If I draw a non-tap source, I can hold Negate open, which is nice. By Multani, by Gatebreaker. They have a lot of good takes here. If they're running what's his face or what's her its face Ashiok, that would be pretty good. Let's baby, are you gonna go to sleep or not? So I'm gonna do this now. That way, if they want to counter it, they're tapped out for my turn. That's great. Route, Cindervines, or Colossus. They're holding up a counterspell, or Vraska's Contempt. I think Vines is the most important thing, so I'm going to lead on Route. I guess if I'm trying to weed out a counterspell, I lead on Colossus. Because he can come back. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna turn off the TV so you take a nap, little miss. A little bit away from just playing that anyway. So we've seen Thought Collapse, Thought Collapse. Man. Cast down. Looking for cast down. In reality, I think we're just too threat dense for them to really deal with. So there goes Cindervines. Okay. Okay. So I think I just start putting in pressure with Gatebreaker Ram to force them to use Vraska's Contempt on the Gatebreaker Ram. So is this kind of, this looks like a blue-black kind of mill foolish thing. So Narset or them? I think I get Narset. So that way I can actually draw off of this Krasis. That's fine, because that opens the way for Multani. mill 3 more. Aw, that would have been sweet. No, that's a bad idea. So the opponent's actually kind of helping us by not letting us draw a bunch with Crisis. Well, these Multanis are going to be absolutely gigantic. Mm-hmm. So we have 10 cards in the deck, 3 in hand. I could try Yvonne or Multani 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But if she gets countered, that sucks for us. Could hold up negate. I think I'm gonna just hold up negate. Six, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can do this and hold up negate. Do they have another counter? If they do, I think they got it. Jesus Christ. I don't know who our opponent is, but I don't like them. They're annoying. Because that was not a fun game of Magic, but I'm just in bitching mode now. 1 second, I'm going to turn off the TV because I'm trying this one, to get this one to go sleep. With baby. Reasonable. Burn, huh? Think I got a pretty good burn matchup. Run away, run away. Mm-hmm. Gates ablaze, please. That's not gates ablaze. Man. I would take it. Mm-hmm. Ooh, gross. I think I'm just dead. Unless I draw a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm dead. because it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope, not giving you the satisfaction. Miss Arwen, go sleep peace. Go night night. What's it? Go night night. Go night night. Doop, doop. Let's see. We don't need. I think Multani actually isn't that great here. Mass manipulation's too slow. See, she's sleepy. She's just being stubborn. So I'm gonna be a little bit quiet for a while. Like, if I respond to you guys, I'll type it out because I'm trying to get her to nap off because she's fighting. That was easy. So that game worked out pretty good. That's like the maniacal craziness that I like about Gates. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my child monitor real quick just because I like to watch her sleep. As creepy as that sounds. It's Gates time. Oh, that last match was a trip though. Do you guys want to see anything else or just keep rocking with Gates? Did I disconnect or something? Interesting. Do you guys want to see anything else? I have a bunch of weird, terrible things. Gates? Did I lose connection? Okay, I'm actually going to restart Arena. Just because if I keep Arena running for too long, it starts to lag. It starts to lag. So give me one moment. Boot this back up. How are you guys doing today? Oops. Okay, so it should run a little bit smoother now that we gave it a quick little nap. I guess this is okay. That's a good thing, I would think. See, this way I can chalk in Breeding Pool and Growth Spiral next turn. Esper Control. That's actually a pretty garbage matchup, from what I've been told. Counter? Oh, no counters, eh? We're off to a pretty fast start, so hopefully they're just going slow. Yeah. Lillian and Brenna are at a field trip at the zoo. Nice. I'm on that body by push-ups plan. This might be a problem for our... What's her face? Multani. I guess her cutest route. Don't think we need Gates Blaze unless they start throwing out thieves. That's a little disorienting. Okay, let's run out the 1-drop and see if it gets a counter. Because it's pausing, so it means that there is a possibility. She can bother me just for the fact that she can exile it. Yeah, because she can exile creatures from my graveyard, whereas this way, I'm forcing them to kill one of these when I swing all out at Kaya next turn. Usually I'd be happy to have all these Gates Blazes. True. Yeah, I'm just going to hold Multani until I'm able to deal with this, I think. That is a lot of cast downs. What is her minus? So let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I can hold this up. And then if she tries to kill it and exile it, I can just bring it back to the hand. I'm assuming they're running Contempts, though. Dick. So let's see. I'm an idiot. I should have returned the breeding pool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, not looking too good because now they can make me discard this. Yes, a little bit of sloppy play on my part. Teferi's annoying.
Hurry!
I'm gonna make myself do Bravo.
They need to fix that. Her just talking it like 2 times at once. And do I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? They have 2 cards in hand. I think I want to hold on to this for now. That way if they discard it, a little bit. Let's just do this so we can get more lands out. See, this way if they force discard on Multani, I'm holding up enough so that I can return it to hand as well as play it next turn.
I'll be back. Buddy, that's what I do.
This Teferi is going to be very difficult to beat. I think we gotta go for it.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
Then she's gonna try to eat it. You can dance this way all day.
That's what I do.
Unless they follow up with a thought erasure. Then I'm annoyed. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7. No, I haven't seen that yet. What's it? Is it a horror movie?
Keep up the pace.
Keep up the pace.
You're not welcome here. I'll be back. I had killed business to attend to anyway.
I haven't seen the swallows either. They should have done that and then that. So since they already upticked Kaya, I don't think I'm actually going to do this turn. I think I'm actually going to hold open my mana. Oh, oops, sorry. Then we'll pass. This is a weird game. Discard lands.
Give to the good.
You can take an angel. I don't care about the angels. But I think they take Gatebreaker Ram here. And then they uptick Kaya on Ram and Multani. Oh god. Multani is proving very annoying for the opponent to deal with, I think. It's the only thing keeping us in this game. Oh. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So who do I steal? Do I steal Teferi or Kaya? I think I steal Teferi, or at least try to. X. Counterspell. Okay. This one, please.
I will raise you up tonight.
So, Eldest Reborn or Kaya? Let's get rid of Kaya. She's been annoying. And then pass. And turn. Let's discard a... Let's get rid of an Arc Arcway Angel. I don't think we need them at this point. So if I result, well, I'm going to cast this Hydroid Crisis and just wipe their board. Whew. That was rowdy. Those, please. Those, please. Maybe a mass manipulation? What's better, mass manipulation or cinder vines? I think mass manipulation. We don't need the gates ablaze. They're probably going to board in creatures, but don't need the Arcway Angels. Banefire's pretty good here too. Drop a route. Try that. Oh. Multani got us that game for sure. And Esper Control's a pretty challenging matchup. Okay. Duress. Goodbye, mass manipulation or circuitous route. That's pretty okay. It's a pretty smart take for them. Gross. Oh, I don't have blue, that's right. No, I have blue. Rude. Hopefully we can just ride this. No, we can't. Bye, Angry Dino. Well, we're one away from casting Multani or mass manipulation. Feels bad to miss land drops in a deck with 27 of them. But our opponent doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot either. But that's probably because they boarded to Vraska's Contempts. So if we drop an untapped source, that Teferi becomes our Teferi. Hopefully. I'm going to play Multani first because more than likely they board in Negate. That and because I have a redundant copy and because she's recursive. So I think this is a safer play, whereas next turn he can bounce this if he wants, but then that doesn't mean that means he doesn't get to draw or do any of his other shenanigans. He's thinking about Vraska's contempting this now. Go ahead and swing there. So I think we try it. If they have a counter, they have a counter. Wait, can I not afford it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Do I not have enough blue? 1, 2, 3. I don't have enough blue. Rats. Opponent does have an absolute mess of cards. But they left 2 up, which represents negate. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We could try mass manipulation, see if it goes, or we could try Multani. I think Multani is better because she also protects us against Lyra, but they're probably holding a counterspell for this and/or Vraska's Contempt. We're kind of in a rough spot at the moment. Exile our Multani. I don't know if we can beat that emblem. That was rough. think we keep it the way we have it. We just gotta draw better, I guess. Multiple Multanis is always a little awkward. Play first, please. This is reasonable, I think. Hoping we draw a red source or a third land. Ooh, ouch. Mulling to 4, huh? Thought Erasure, taking Carnage Tyrant. Or Guild Summit would be a great pick too. Okay. And then this way we get to hold open Negate, which is amazing. Two, three, four, 5. We're just gonna play it slow here. We could Circuitous Route and hope to find. No, because if they land drop, they can drop a Teferi next turn. So we're gonna hold tight one more turn and just try to naturally draw land. That's not land. I think we do it. Is it? Is it? That's an untapped source. And now we can hold open the gate. I don't think they're going to be able to beat 2 Carnage Tyrants. Draw a card. I think we let them negate. We let them have this. Oh, jeez. Okay, you. I can't. I'm not going to be able to stop thinking about that now. Thank you for that, I guess. Say go, opponent. Yep. So that's, ooh, gems, cool. So that's definitely our worst matchup. I'm gonna take a quick break to go to the bathroom, but I'll be right back. I'm back. The fairy's good. It's, yeah. Or as you would say, to fable. So going to the bathroom, I looked in the mirror and I noticed that Arwen spit all over the back of my black shirt. So I got a bunch of baby spit marks on my black shirt. If we find, I think this is keepable, holding 2 growth spirals. If we find a red source, we're in a good spot. Yeah, if we find a red source, we're in a very good spot. That's not a red source deck. They sure are dauntless. That is not a land deck. Stop this foolishness. Okay. Becoming relatively important for us to find our Gates Blaze stuff. Land? Dude. We only run 27 lands. I think that's it. I think that is it. Is this Mario Aristocrats? Whoa. That's some variance. I guess a route. Whew. That was rough, but I guess we have to be on the play. Yeah. All we need is a red source and we're off to the races. That and life gain. Pretty good. Yeah, this is definitely aristocrats. Very aggressive aristocrats build. Gross. Red mana. Not red mana. Mm-hmm. Still not red mana. Right? Oh man, all that digging and no red sources. That's insane. I guess I get to drop an angel next turn, which is gonna help me a little bit. Still not red mana deck, is what I'm telling you. 1, 2, 3. I can Crisis for 3. Try to find a red source. Or just get another Archway Angel. I'm feeling the salt. Am I dead? It's gonna be 4. I am very dead. Ah, Dak. A very, very winnable matchup when I can find a single red source. Oh, that was rowdy. Probably the right play there was just to play out the angel, but I kind of thought that if I could draw into a land with the Crisis, I could drop the land with the Crisis, hopefully get a red source. I don't know. It's another non-red source hand. Getting a lot of those. Okay, this one might be okay though. So they're going to take either Spiral or Summit, obviously, but probably Spiral might be the better take. Well, I can't cast it right now, but it's not hard for me to get there. Yeah. That's a red source and a gate. And what I really haven't seen in a long time is Sultai. I've seen more green black Golgari lately than I have Sultai, which is kind of odd to me because Sultai is a pretty strong list in my opinion. Yeah, true. That's pretty decent. Look, I found a red source. I did it. I did it, guys. What is the opponent? I'm curious as to what they're doing over there. Just slow rolling, I think. Well, I can slow roll too with 2 angels in hand. They discarded the cast down, probably because they see I'm not up to much. Let's just run out a big robo, dude. Maybe. That's a Carnage Tyrant. But would you look at that? Oh, I miscounted. I'm willing to trade if you are. That's really unfortunate. I thought I had more oomph than that. It kind of looks like an upgraded Stompy list. Really thinking about it. Rashka's Contempt. Let's go ahead and do it this way. Guildgate. Triggers. Triggers. Blaze. Route. Draw, 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 draw. Why wouldn't you let me do it? Why didn't you let me do it, opponent? Come on, don't be like that. I think mass manipulation's okay. No, too cute. Let's see. Clarion probably is a good pick. I don't know, we're pretty favored in this match already. Let's just try that. Yeah, like, I mean... Exactly. Put this ball gag in your mouth and just let me do my thing. It'll be over quick if you don't squirm. That was pretty ridiculous though, because I'm assuming in that draw, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. In that what? Draw 8 cards. I'm pretty sure I would have found some more Colossus, which would be free. This is why we play Gates, because we're all Timmies at heart. I think Gates might be my favorite standard deck at the moment. Especially with Multanis now. Like, it just does everything I like. It does big stuff. It can kind of take a control element. This is pretty decent if I find my third land. Oh, oh, this should take Summit here, yeah. Well, I found my third land. Now they take Root or Spiral. Spiral would probably be smarter. Yeah. The next turn I get to drop Summit and then into Root. Root. So it looks like, again, an opponent just made it a point to have a land or a hand full of sideboard action rather than action. Just throw out the goat. Maha. Now they play this, they can take this or this, but if I find an untapped land, this comes down. So I have options here. It's not like I'm just farting in the wind. Exactly. Well, they can do that, which is like, but now they tapped incorrectly, so now they can't play the looter booter. What do I need? I need white sources. So next turn I start throwing out huge Krasis and Arcway Angels. Go ahead, take the Spiral. You can have it. It's fine. I'll get it back. One, two, three, four, five. This is just a concession Gates, right? Don't be like that. There's more, opponent. There's always more. More are coming. Stop it with the kite sails. More are coming. Oh man. Like, they definitely slowed us down. If they found some removal, they would have been in a better spot. Probably what they were holding out for. Back to silver 1. What'd I get? Ranging Raptors. Huh. More gates or something else? I have... This is bad, so don't look at that. Oh no. I've been beat by them if I get, you know, mana screwed or something. More gates? Okay. I think Mike actually dipped out, so... Otherwise I'd give him a turn and run some control. But I'm kind of in a Timmy mood right now. I'm kind of enjoying what I'm up to here. Scooch it a little bit. Get my cube back. Yeah. Oh, this is so good if we draw a land. What do you think? Should we... No, I'll be smart. Can I have the last one back? Ugh. Ick. That was a mistake. I should have played. Well, I guess no, that was just bad overall. Yeah, because when I played a guild gate and I could have shocked that in. I'm not making dumb mistakes, but it looks like mono blue again, so if we can find our gates blazes. Yeah, we're pretty, well, I don't know. They're gonna take Guild Summit here. Untap land would be good. Another Guild Summit would be good. Okay. Whoo! Never didn't have it. See, those are just gonna eat the Rascal's Contempt, but See, now we get to just draw a billion cards, though. You're gonna take root if you're smart, yes. I think I run out Mr. Goat, because if they want to take their turn off to kill this, that's fine with me. Let's start there. That's a pretty good pickup. So I lead with the ram, get them to contempt the ram, and then I follow with Multani. No thought erasure, bro. Yeah. Let's Guild Summit first. I'm going to tap these 3 because I haven't made my land drop yet, so I can still do this and follow with the ram. Man. It's like they know. Have to be careful at this point. Make sure we're not gonna mill ourselves. I think I just big crease this for 7. Because I'm really just trying to get them to contempt me. Mm-hmm. Draw some cards. How much land do I have? 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can do both. Let's just do this. If they have another Kraskis Contempt, we have another one. Draw some more cards. Play a little bit of this. You can have a mountain and a gateway plaza. I guess the 3rd Guild Summit, because I don't want to mill myself. That's a 17-17, by the way. In case anyone's really counting. Fine. Do we want to see if we can one-shot our opponent? I'm going to see if we can do a quick one-shot. So let's see. 17, 18, 19. Triggers. Oh man, that was hilarious. So those are good. Those are good. Oh, that made me happy. That was a one-shot Multani. Oh man, that was ridiculous. I think Multani just lives here now. Like, it's not even a win more thing at this point. Like, she has cheesed me more games than, like, yeah. Like, because when I originally put her in the deck, I was thinking, like, that would be cute, that'd be funny. Like, my own little twist, but yeah, like, she's proven invaluable, especially against all these discard decks and all of these. A lot of mill decks are running around now, believe it or not, but yeah. She's a hedge against control, which is by far our worst matchup. Uh-oh. The baby's awake. I'm gonna be a little quiet now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Skadios. Hello, Miss Baby.
Hello.
What's going on? That was a short nap. Was that even an hour? The parrot's back. I'm not in a hurry to blaze them. I probably could have removed the blaze for Cindervines, now that I think about it. Yeah, you know, just simple things. Ooh, a, what's-it-called would be fun. Circuitous route would be phenomenal off the top. You wet? I don't think so. Here's an 8/8. It's interesting that they did that on the robot, knowing that I have Multani in my hand. Unless they're holding another one. Yes, please. Did you come out of your nap just to come nap on me? Stink. I'm really just waiting for some counter magic to back her up. Okay. Yeah, they're trying. So he makes me ditch this. No. He's not scared of Multani, which means that this is more than likely a Vraska's Contempt. Let's thin our deck a little bit. Yes, please. Cheerio, go! Okay. We'll continue dancing. Go ahead and get our Cheerio back, right? No. So I think he showed us everything that's in his hand, so the Multani might actually be safe now. But I have nothing to return to my hand, so I'm going to wait another turn. Graces would be a pretty sweet pickup. I actually have a lot of pretty sweet pickups, so I'm not worried about the Augur Deep Down. In a way, I'm kind of just playing with my food. Do I just go for it? Nah. What would actually be sweet is picking up another Multani. That goes back on top. I think next turn I do need to play this out just because he is getting beats in. He's gonna Unmortigo it. A bastard. Really? This is the card that beats him. That is an interesting turn of events. I mean, if he has it, he has it. I just got to do something. Looks like he's digging for it. That's an issue. We do still have two more Multanis in the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's gonna cast her. I think we're dead. Yeah, I think I played a little too carefully. Okay, so I do have the Gates of Blazes there. Maybe Carnage Tyrants are good? Drop a Summit. And a Route. And maybe a Ram because we're using Carnage Tyrant now? Yeah, I think I just played a little bit too scared there. Whatever. YOLOs, as the children would say. Never punished. Try to hit our land drop. We did not hit a land drop. Isn't this pretty? Well, that pretty much makes these dead. Land drop. Oh no, I'm an idiot. Yeah, we're dead. Now he takes Cindervines. No, why did he take Guild Summit when he has Narset on the field? Interesting. Oh, because he can duress, and he duress the other Guild Summit. Huh. Miss Arwen. Okay, so he just kept something with all of the Hand of Hate. Drop this. He's a bad boy. I think they've just kind of drawn too many cards, though. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch up because we stumbled so hard. That makes sense. Well, we can always just hope that our opponent casts 16 more spells. Gotta get rid of this thing, because it is doing stuff. Guildgate go. mass manipulation out, didn't I? We are so dead. I've just been, oh god. Let me get this thing. This stuff. My clock is faster. That's pretty impressive from the opponent's part. I think we're just gonna lose them because we have them on a two-turn clock. Let's get some wind power there. Doesn't seem like a great idea, unless he's trying to kill himself. And now he's dead. Resolves. An interesting line. That was a very interesting line from our opponent, but it did keep them alive. I'm pretty sure I did big drop. I did green big. Oh, just surveying. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Apply load. Increases. Aww. This. Go. think I have time for one more. Pretty reasonable. That says turn 3 Gates plays or goats on it. Let's just hope it's not another control matchup, just because it's getting old. Like the statue. Press. Yep. And it really Gates plays. I like Arena because I get to click stuff. Access control. I haven't played against Grixis control yet, so we'll see. And control. So healing. That's not fun. Now they take Gates place. Games will actually be smart for them to take this team from taking a punch, gain crazy amounts of life, and I have a flyer. Yeah, that makes sense. This is good. One, two, 5. There you go. I would just do this so that they can't cast my Crisis. Those are pretty good ones. 2, 3. Some more. Go. How was new? Uh-oh. What, you get a haircut? What, do you like it? I like it. Looks sporty. Sporty. You're just not used to it. Oh, what's that?
I don't know, like I kind of asked for tomatoes and the front that were
Yeah. Are you gonna talk to my manager? I'm just picking on you. It looks fine, Lily. It looks fine. Okay, I promise. Yes, we got there. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up there. The life is home. So, yeah, hope you guys had fun. I am definitely enjoying Multani as a 75. Like, she, or he, I'm not quite sure, just insane value. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll talk to you next time. Adios.